Oh, looky there. Whew, still a bit warm. There you go, packed with our cherry filling. We know it's going to be packed, don't we? We made it. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today, cherry pie. Do you remember cherry pie? The Big Arch McDonald's cherry pie. It is, do you remember? It came out and comes out occasionally. They're sticking with the apple pie because obviously apples are more available. So anyway, many requests to make McDonald's cherry pie. We're going to make it easy. Easy McDonald's cherry pie. We're going to bake it. It's more healthy. Let's crack on. Now, if you've got fresh cherries, you can use fresh cherries. But you know, it's a bit of a waste really, because we like eating cherries. You know, and they're not so cheap where I am. So we're not going to use that. We're going to use canned cherry pie filling. Okay, we're going to keep this really easy. And this is an American tin actually, but there you go. We want that cherry pie filling in that pan. Of course we do. Now it is quite thick, look, but we're going to make it thicker by adding some corn starch, corn flour. I'm going to give this a little bit of warming up. We're also going to add a little bit of lemon juice. Give it a little bit of an extra zing. So in there, a little bit of lemon juice for that extra zing. I'm going to add a splash of vanilla. And we've got some corn flour. Now you could water this down if you wish, just a little bit of water in there. A bit like a cornstarch slurry. Okay. And you can chuck it in there. And then we get this cherries on to cook with this ingredients in here until it thickens a little bit. So in with a cooker and put your pan on. So it's a nice and steady, Eddie. So just a gentle little stir in. We want this as a really nice thick stodge. Now if you want it to look like there's lots of cherries in there, a little squidge of some of those cherries, not a problem. That is gloopy enough. That will do. Flame off. Now we want that to cool. On there. Okay, now McDonald's type cherry pies don't have granulated sugar chucked all over the top. But you know, it seems to have or did have a nice sweet glaze. Now this is icing sugar. Now you could use boiling water for this. I don't think it's necessary. You can just use any water, to be honest. So we want a little bit of water, and we're going to put a little splash of vanilla. And we're going to give that a mix. And then what we're going to do, when the pies are cooked, we're going to give this a little brushing over the top whilst they're hot. Now we've got a tray with some parchment on, and we've got some tortillas. We are not messing around with pastry. Right, McDonald's cherry pies are square. Well, they're oblong, but you can cut off if you so wish. Not a problem. But why waste it? Why not just put a little fold there? Okay, now it should stick, but if we put a little bit of egg wash under there, it will definitely stick. Oops, broken it, look. Okay, and we're going to do the same at this side. On there. We want a square or an oblong. So we're going to take some of our filling and we're going to come just below center. Now what we're going to do, because I want to use all of this and not waste it, it isn't hard. We want to glue that there a little bit, because we're going to take this and we're going to fold that over there like that. Quite simple really, isn't it? Okay, and then we're just going to on there with a bit more of that egg, because we actually want to trap the filling in here. Okay, so we're going to bring over that side like we're making a parcel. But I see it as an oblong. We need to keep it as an oblong. And then I see that coming over here like that. And we have, if you turn it over the other way, a parcel. And then all we're doing is putting that on there. So we're going to do that again. We're going to do this. Just going to bring that up there like that. That's just trial and error, because you know on this program we do it straight out. We'll have some of that on there. Now we might try and keep it a little bit more from the edge actually, so we can crimp it all the way down. Here's an idea, look. Leave that envelope like that. Bring that pie filling like that. Bring that like that. Now we've got one of these. So let's just crimp that. Now that is a better idea. There you go. That is better. Longer than a McDonald's, but there you go. So that's how we're doing it. We're making an envelope. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. There you go. Trial and error. We've sorted it. Come on. Keep your mix halfway. Fold that up. Fold that over there. We need to bring in these sides. Oh, we've cracked this, haven't we? So we're going to bring that in there. Oh, come on. Oh, I can't wait to eat these. I'm going to have that on there. And we're just going to turn it like we did with the other one. Okay, in there, like that. Envelope over the top, like that. Oh, come on, this is easy. Fold it back over and give it a squidging. Just put a little bit of fancy on there. It's not going to do much really, to be fair. Oh yes, please. There you go. There you go. You can see this is a one-take show. It still might leak. This definitely might leak. That's the first one. We've cracked it with these, I reckon. On there with an egg wash. We're baking these. We want colour. We want blistering. We want these to pop up, whatever. You know, we're not frying. We're going healthy. Healthy-ish. So on there. Okay, we're going to shove that in the oven, 12 to 15, somewhere around about there. I'm not cutting any slits in, because if we did, it's guaranteed on coming out. Now, when you go to McDonald's, they actually cook these from frozen and fry. Or they did do, they don't anymore. Okay, but they do the apple ones now. So let's get that in the oven and bake them. Come on. Okay, that will do for me. I'm not going to go any more than that. We've got a leaking one there, look. There you go. There's our pies. And you know what? These look brilliant. This one's burst open, so we didn't fold it up tight enough. And this one, which I expected to leak, is actually crusted over quite well. We want a glaze on there whilst it's hot. So just glaze over there with that mixture we made. Okay, be grabbing a rack. We want to cool these down. It's crispy. This has gone soft. I'm not going to lie, it's gone soft because we have covered it in that glaze. It's crispy underneath. Now this is the one that exploded, so this is the one we're cutting in there. Oh, looky there. Whew, still a bit warm. There you go, packed with our cherry filling. We know it's going to be packed up. We made it. Okay, look at that. Nice crusty pastry around there, and like I say, that glaze on there has softened that a little bit, but not to worry. In we go. Oh. What's not to like? It's a cherry pie. A little bit of zing to it too. It's absolutely delicious. There you go. Challenge accepted. Challenge made. I had many people asking for McDonald's cherry pies. We made it a little bit more healthy by cooking it in the oven rather than frying. Absolutely awesome. Like that very, very much indeed. Obviously serve it with what you like, ice cream, cream, or just eat it. It's superb. There you go, copycat McDonald's cherry pie, tortillas, no pastry. Do you remember them? Have you had them? Not a lot of countries have them anymore. There you go, superb recipe to make. An absolute doddle of a recipe, to be quite fair. It's a tin of cherry pie filling and some tortillas. Simple. If you like what we're doing, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make. Well, we're going to call it a McDonald's copy cherry pie. And if you do like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. We'll catch you in the next video. Remember, don't brush with that sugar glaze if you want crispy tops. Just don't put anything on it. It doesn't need it.